this is CJ, my wife Erica, bringing you another video. This one we're going to talk about boundaries, which is very important in marriage. So we're going to go through 3 boundaries to set to have a successful marriage.
Yeah. So the first boundary we're going to talk about is family and friends. And then the second boundary we're going to talk about is with your kids. And lastly, we'll talk about boundaries with work. So
let's dive right into it.
Yeah, so the first one we're going to talk about is family. And within family, there's a large spectrum of people that we want to cover. So we have in-laws, we have friends, we have siblings, we have cousins.
And everybody else.
And everybody else
Right.
is lumped in there. And so one thing we really want to talk about with this first point is don't let everybody know your business. Like what goes on between you and him or you and her, that's between y'all.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mama shouldn't know what's going on. Literally.
And a lot of times your spouse can tell when you're talking through someone else.
Yeah.
Meaning like, you know, maybe you told your sister and then she sounds a certain way and then she passes her bad experiences in her advice on you and then you take it to your wife and it's a whole thing. It can get ugly.
Now the problem with doing that, because you think like, well, that's my mom or that's my sister or whoever it is, and they may be well-meaning, but if they're not going to give you really good impartial advice, if they're going to be like, girl, leave him, or nah, you know, like they're just going to take your side and not see kind of both sides of it and to kind of advocate for you guys to work through it and encourage you to go talk to him or her about the situation, then that's probably not the person you should be talking to about your issues when they come up in your marriage.
Yeah, we all kind of know who we should get advice from.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's been through a lot of stuff, you know, and then they're not, if they're not going to be impartial, don't ask them
Right.
too heavy.
You know who that person is.
You know who
gonna
that
be like
is.
starting
Yeah.
mess.
Like, you know, in our case, for example, I mean, I think we're kind of like blessed in that we could both talk to our in-laws
Yeah.
because they're very impartial. Like, you know, a lot of times my mom would take her side or vice versa. So
Yeah, or my mom would take his side. Like,
yeah.
Mom, such and such, and this happened. She's like, well, what did you do? What do you mean? What did I do? I didn't do. You know. So she, you know, and she always, both of our parents are very impartial, luckily.
Yeah.
And they really want us to work. So their advice is always going to come from a loving and come from a non-biased place. So, like you said, luckily for us, it's that person. But if it's a friend, if it's a sibling, if it's whoever, somebody that's going to ride for your marriage and give you the best advice, and you guys know what I mean by that, then, you know, that's a person you should vent to if you need to talk to somebody outside of your spouse.
Exactly. Other than that, you know, kind of keep everybody out. Yeah, because it just gets messy. It's more people with their views and their pain they're gonna bring to your relationship.
And they hold on to it.
They do, and that's the other thing too. You know,
You'll forget and forgive, and
Exactly,
then your sister's like
exactly.
looking at him like, you got this.
exactly. So if
it,
it's a situation where, you know, Eric and I have a disagreement, let's just say she tells a sister or something that, you know, she took it harder than Erica did. Well, once we move on and we're happy, the sister's still gonna be side-eyeing me when we go to hang out. So that don't do anybody any good. So yeah, so be smart about who you tell, and you know, so try to keep it all in house. So secondly, we're gonna go into the second one for boundaries. That's with kids. And what we mean by that is, you know, we have 2 little ones, 2 little girls. Obviously, things change a little bit when you have the girls, but at the same time, our relationship is first and foremost, you know, very important. So you don't want to change things too much. You still want to focus on each other.
Right.
So there are some things that we do with our girls to make sure we have that us time.
So like when our girls were babies, well, Nori's still a baby, but when they were probably about 3 or 4 months old, we started to, it was kind of later with Nori, but we started transitioning them into their own bedrooms. And we really didn't want to be those parents who co-slept. No shade to those who do. But I knew that from just hearing other people's stories and just from, you know, just common sense that if you co-sleep with your child, it's going to be a lot tougher to get that child out of your bedroom as they get older for most people. And I didn't want to not be able to have that intimate time with him because we have a little kid sleeping between the middle of us. So and I nursed, so I get it for the nursing moms how difficult it is to get out of your bed and to go into another room to feed your baby, waking up multiple times out of the night. But for me, I just saw the bigger picture in the long run of that situation. And I'm I'm like, I don't want to have this to become an issue with my marriage because if we're good, then they're going to be good. So that was a huge one for us.
Yeah. So get them in bed on time. You know,
have a schedule.
We're strict on the bedtime. Like whatever your bedtime is, you agree on that, and that you get the babies in bed, and then you guys, have your time to hang out, be together, or you can work on something or whatever.
Yeah, or have we do what we call kitchen talks, where him and I, after the girls will go to bed, we'll just come downstairs and get in the kitchen and either pour a glass of wine or some tea or something like that, and just literally have a conversation and connect. Also, I don't know, we do that. We live away from our family, so that was a huge one. Trying to relearn how to squeeze in those intimate moments and stuff when you don't have a lot of family support. We don't have any family support where we are. We have a lot of family support back home, but we moved away to a different state, and so we lost all of that support. And we don't trust a lot of people with our kids, so it wasn't like we were just, have a babysitter come through here. So we had to learn to, squeeze in that time after we put the girls to bed. So date nights for us was a little different, but it's kind of cooler to do it at home because you really do have that intimate time versus going to a movie or something, not really conversing with that person. So I don't know, whatever that is for you, finding that intimate moment is huge.
Yeah, you know what that is for you, so make it work. Then the third one would be boundaries at work.
Yes.
Or, with work rather. And a lot of us, we work now, some of us work remotely. Most of us work remotely now. But even still, a lot of us professionals have, cell phones. We get emails all time of day, sometimes on weekends.
Media. I mean, I know social media, well, for some people it's work, but, just technology in general. But even, aside from our jobs, we have other projects and things that we work on. But also just kind of keeping in mind, to make sure we're making our family a priority as well. As you're doing those extra endeavors, if you spend all day on a Saturday working, make sure Sunday or Monday night or whatever time you have that you spend that extra time with your spouse or spend that extra time with your kids that they lost from you.
Yeah, so it's just as simple as that. I mean, even if it's longer, if you have a tough quarter or something, you're going hard in the office, and I don't know, at the end of it, when it's all over, you go and hang out with the boys. Well, that's the time that you should try to make up for that lost time. So just being mindful of, you're at work, you guys are doing something great, whether it's the husband or the wife, but at the same time, being mindful that, you don't want to miss that time to connect.
Yeah, it's kind of like that conscious awareness of being aware of the people around you and being aware of their emotions and stuff.
Yeah, and then we said it was 3. However, we got a bonus for you.
Bonus!
So lucky you. Here we go. The bonus is you have to set boundaries with each other.
Oh yeah.
Which is very important because you still have to be you. You have to be that person you were before you guys even met. Yeah. And you have your own growth within yourself, within the relationship. So for us, we both work out and meditate in the mornings. So I think that's kind of both our thing.
No, it's important. You can't get wrapped up. It's hard. I mean, it's easy to get wrapped up in titles. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm this, I'm that. But you still have to have time to carve out for yourself to feel like yourself and to be yourself. And it's tough to do when you have all of these different responsibilities and all these different hats to wear. But you have to make it a priority because otherwise you're not gonna be happy. And if you're not happy, this ain't gonna be happy, and the whole family just trickles down after that.
Yeah. So, and as a guy, we still got that dog in us. So, whether it's the gym, whether it's fishing, playing basketball,
playing a video game.
I don't know if you hunt, whatever you're into, video games. You still got to feed that. So, you guys got to encourage each other in that way.
Especially if you're in a house full of estrogen like he is.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm outnumbered here. So, anyway, we out. That's all we got for you today.
Love you guys.